Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Gardens Arena, as it is day number 3 of this year's Hockeytown Holiday Classic. John Michael with you. Can be joined by Kyle Cron here on the broadcast today. It is the championship game of this year's girls tournament. It'll be the Warroad Warriors taking on the Whitehawks of Mound-Westonka Southwest Christian. Got interviews with both coaches. That comes your way right after this 1-minute timeout on KQ92 and yourliveevent.com.
From John Michael and guests in the morning show, noon hour information, and 5 p.m. evening local news, ag news, weather, and sports. Thank you for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM. Listen for our high school sports coverage of Warroad, Roseau, BGMR, Lake of the Woods, Sprague, and Grigla Goodridge. Find the sports schedules. You can also listen to our high school sports coverage in the Listen Live from KQ92.com and the Northern Star KRWB.com.
Get inspired for your next big project at Marvin Home Center. Our home inspiration area showcases modern, rustic, and farmhouse designs with products from floor to ceiling. We feature durable LP smart side siding and CertainTeed shingles. Quality Marvin windows and the hand-laid look of Versetta stone to the elegance of Onyx shower systems. Marvin Home Center has it all. Check out our appliances and expanded paint center too. And we're now your local Ace Hardware. Inspiration is here at Marvin Home Center in Warroad.
All right, welcome back to the pregame show here of this afternoon's game. Final day of the Hockeytown Holiday Classic. Warroad taking on the Mound-Westonka South Christian Whitehawks. Wrapping up the tournament. You see Marvin joining us. Coach, a big win last night over Albert Lee, and a team that, we talked about it beforehand, and it's not a team that you're going to overlook, and they took it to you.
You think they took it to us?
Well,
they gave us a good game, but
did.
You think they took it to us? We outshot them really bad, John.
They did.
We didn't, they're a good team, but they didn't take it to us. It was a close game. They have a good goaltender. She played good. They got some good players. I think we wore them down. You know, we missed a few breakaways, which would have been nice if we could have tucked a few of them. But, we expected a hard-fought game, and they've got some real skilled players. Just they don't have a lot of depth, and our depth took over at the end.
You could tell by especially when they were taking penalties late that their penalty kill and whatnot. The personnel was starting to get gassed a little bit.
Well, yeah, we just I think they only played 11 kids. So, but yeah, they like I said, they got a nice team. They got a D going to Mankato and got a very athletic goaltender. So. It was nice of them to make the drive up. They're having a good weekend.
Taking it to you might have been a little bit strong of a term to start it out, but it was an opponent that you weren't going to overlook. I think maybe that's what was said before the game yesterday.
Well, we don't overlook anybody, John. I think that's a big mistake if you do that.
Taking on Mound-Westonka and familiar face over on a bench on the other side of you. It's going to be off to your right and. Your old teammate from back from high school days.
Yeah, it's great to have Larry back home. We're appreciative of him bringing his team up for our Christmas tournament, and his son's helping him coach, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's always great. It's Mr. Hockey from 1988. What a player Larry was. So they have a good team, John. They've had some big wins this year. They beat Orono and some other clubs, and I'm sure he'll have his girls ready today for the Warriors.
What particular problems do they present that you guys are going to have to combat right away to kind of get out and get a leg up on them?
I think, they've got some good skilled players and they've got a good goaltender. But Larry will have them ready. And, I think you got to work for everything today. I think we're pretty evenly matched, so it'll be fun to see. Hopefully both teams lay it on the line. We got a few days off after this, so no reason to save it, right?
Right. Special teams, that going to be a big key for both sides?
Well, knock on wood, our power play's been a little better lately, John. We had a tough year with it last year, but we got 2 big goals on the power play yesterday, and we always try to stay out of the box. You never know how the refs will call it. We had a football game at Moorhead last week where nothing was a penalty, and then we come home and everything was a penalty. So it's always a little bit different. We just got to adjust to it.
How do you adjust, especially to a way a game is called? How do you adjust, and how do you kind of guide your girls to keep them moving forward?
Well, we just see what's being called and use our feet. We don't like to be in the penalty box. I don't think there's any advantage to that, John. So we got to outwork this team today and move our feet. Same old cliches and get some people dialed in. We had some passengers yesterday that didn't have their best games, and I expect them to rebound today and play well.
Talked with Vivian after the game, and she makes up a really strong defensive core for you guys, and you're kind of leaning on that a little bit more here so far this season, aren't you?
Well, it's the same core from last year, and I thought Vivian had a strong game yesterday, and we need that. A big goal from her. You remember she was a huge part of our playoff drive last year. We got important goals from her, and she was playing on her toes. And I thought yesterday was a very good game for her.
Nice to see number 11 back in the lineup too. And we're talking about Kate Johnson.
Well, she had missed a couple games with a pretty badly bruised wrist from a puck, but it's nice to be full strength, John. We gotta stay healthy here and keep working hard.
Working hard, doing things the way you do. Is that going to be the key to victory here this afternoon, Coach?
Well, like I said, stay out of the penalty box and outwork this team, and hopefully it goes well for us.
Coach, we appreciate it here. Good luck.
All right, thanks, John.
All right, we're back after this 1-minute timeout.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag.
RDK 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 is now Agassi Precision Ag.
You heard that right. RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag. Same location, employees, and customer service you deserve. Visit us at planterdoc.com.
No matter the
All right,
need.
welcome back. The
matter-
pregame show here of this afternoon's game. It's the final day of the Hockeytown Holiday Classic. We got girls hockey up first. It's Warroad taking on the Mound-Westonka Southwest Christian Whitehawks. Talking with Larry O'Lim. Haven't talked to you for a while, sir. I hope you've been doing well. Hope you had a great holiday.
Had a great holiday. Yeah, it's really fun to bring the girls up here to Warroad, and we've had a great time, and just to show them around, and obviously a little warmer than we expected. We were at docks last night and planning to get out on the river, and so we couldn't do that. Of course, a little slushy, but we still had a really good time, and it's just fun to bring the girls up here and experience this.
Nice season for you guys so far?
Yeah, we got a good group. It's we're young, so we're learning, but it's a good group of kids, and they work hard, and I'm having fun, and I think they're enjoying it. And so yeah, we're just trying to be competitive.
Yeah. Talk about the first 2 games that you had in the tournament. I think you fell in overtime in the first game. I think Albert Lee got you late, and then a big win against Crookston yesterday.
Yeah, the girls played really well yesterday against Crookston. Probably wasn't our best game against Albert Lee, and but they're both good games, good competition, and obviously the toughest one today, but it'll be a good test.
Now, playing in the very last game on Thursday, did that kind of factor into things, or does it really make a difference when you get up here and you kind of settle in?
Yeah, well, I don't think it probably makes a difference, but both teams, Albert Lee drove farther than we did, so I think the setup was good, right? It didn't favor anybody, so no, it certainly got. I don't know about the kids were probably fine, but I can tell you at 10:30 when the game ended, I was a couple hours past bedtime, so it was tough for us. But no, it was no. This is run so well, and it works out great, and no, it's been good, and it's fun to come this far and get and good competition, right? The games seem to have, for the most part, all been pretty close, boys and girls, which is good to see, and so it's fun.
I think between the two tournaments, and I think this is the 10th year for the girls tournament, and I think the 30th year for the boys tournament. I think that started back in '94. So I mean, you were in, this was pre-Larry Olim Warroad High School, I think. But 30 years for the boys, 10 for the girls, and I think out of the tournaments that I've seen, this is probably the strongest field in both tournaments.
Yeah, that's what I've heard, especially on the boys' side. And that's what you want, right? You want if you're going to travel somewhere and you want to just have competitive games and help your team get better, and that's definitely what's happening here for us.
Talking with Larry Olim, he's Whitehawks head coach here, and they're taking on the Warroad Warriors this afternoon. What does Warroad present that you've seen so far? What do they present? What do you guys have to combat to, kind of get off to a good start?
Yeah, I think they just know how to play the game. They've got depth. They've got three lines, and they run their defense and go. I mean, they kind of have it all, right? They don't have maybe the top scorers that they've had in the past, but this is certainly going to be one of the best teams in the state, A and AA. So for us, we just have to be consistent and work really hard and make good plays and not turn the puck over. And so it'll be a challenge for sure, but the girls will have fun.
If there's any aspect of the game that you can think of right now, where do you think you might have the upper hand over the Warriors?
Coaching.
Okay.
Yeah. No, Izzy left. So hopefully someone has to tell him that's what I said. But I don't. You know what? We got a good group of kids and work hard and work together. But we just focus on our game. But yeah, there's really nothing that jumps out at us. So we just have to be consistent and work hard and really play together. We don't have, I guess like the Warroad team, we don't have a superstar that dominates the game. So we need everybody to do their best and hopefully get one to go in off a shin pad or something. It's been hard scoring goals, and it'll be hard today against this good, tough Warroad team. But it can happen. And the girls were young, but they keep working hard and they're getting better, and that's all you want.
You mentioned coaching. Now, what does it mean to Larry Olim to coach against his best friend and teammate and next door neighbor, I guess you could say? What does that mean to you?
Well, it is. I enjoy it. It's fun to know the people on the other side. I just got to talk with Coach Comstock, who of course know that his family really well, and so it's just nice to see him. To be honest, from a hockey perspective, it's fun, but it's more enjoyable just to be up here and just to spend a little bit of time with them, and so I do enjoy it.
Coach, good to talk to you again. Best of luck here this afternoon and the rest of the season. All right.
Thank you.
All right, we're back after this 1 minute timeout.
Life Care Medical Center is here for you through it all. Find nurturing professionals providing personalized care and attention for parents and their newborns during the beginning of a new life. Find specialized surgeons giving life back to patients through a wide variety of outpatient and emergent surgeries. Find physical therapists guiding one through their most challenging times, but towards their best times. Find care close to home. Life Care Medical Center.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
And good afternoon once again, everybody. Welcome back to the Gardens Arena. It's the final day of this year's Hockeytown Holiday Classic. And final day, we'll see Warroad and Mound-Westonka going up for this year's championship. And joining us here in the girls hockey broadcast, first time this season, but we're glad to have him anyway. Kyle Cron with you. How's it going, sir?
Hey, John Michael, it's a pleasure to be here with you. Going strong still, day 3 here at the Hockeytown Holiday Classic. We've had 2 great days of hockey so far, and that third day of a tournament is always time for champions.
That's right, and it is Championship Saturday, and in the girls tournament, it'll be Warroad going up against Mound-Westonka, and a coaching battle between Warroad's David Marvin and off to his right is Mound-Westonka's Larry O'Lim, former teammate and classmate and former Warroad native, whatnot, Mr. Hockey. I think it was back in 1988, something like that. But yeah, you got that chess match going. You got Mound and Warroad chess match going. It's shaping up for it to be a great game.
Good rivalries never seem to die. You also had O'Lim down there playing at the University of Minnesota, being a gopher, and Coach Marvin over at UND back when they were the Fighting Sioux. Just one rivalry after another. They just can't get away from each other.
Third day of hockey, like you mentioned, Kyle, these two teams, they've had battles throughout. So whether it be the first game, and, Mound can attest to that, going to overtime against Albert Lee and then having a nice win against Crookston and Warroad with 2 tough games coming up, especially that game yesterday. It was 2-1. It was in doubt right up until the clock said 0-0-0 as far as time goes.
Yeah, we can be thankful for the effort that Albert Lee put in, playing with the Warriors tough yesterday and coming one short, but also playing Mound-Westonka a very tough and becoming the victors by 1 goal. I think that's going to prepare the Warriors and the Whitehawks for just a great matchup here this afternoon.
As Warroad and Mound-Westonka set to do battle here again. This is the first of 2. A little bit later on this afternoon, we invite you to stay tuned here at yourliveevent.com and on KQ92 as the Warroad boys team will also try to make it a clean sweep of this year's tournament as they'll take on the Green Knights of Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. And that's coming up a little bit later on this afternoon, about a 3 o'clock start time. It'll be right after our game here this afternoon. First, though, it's Warroad and Mound-Westonka Southwest Christian in girls hockey on KQ92 and yourliveevent.com. We're back in 2 minutes.
Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag.
RDK 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 is now Agassi Precision Ag.
You heard that right. RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag. Same location, employees, and customer service you deserve. Visit us at planterdoc.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hi, welcome back. In the pregame show here, it's Warroad and Mound-Westonka in girls high school hockey. It's final day of this year's Girls Hockey Town Holiday Classic. And to this point, back on day one, it was, as mentioned in our pregame segment, the Warroad Warriors defeating Crookston 6-0 in the first game of the tournament. The Warroad JV beat Crookston 12-1, and in the second varsity game, it was Albert Lee over Mound-Westonka 3-2. Mound won that junior varsity game 2-0. Then yesterday, in varsity action, it was Mound-Westonka over Crookston 5-1. Also in varsity play, as mentioned, it was Warroad defeating Albert Lee 2-1. Junior varsity action yesterday, Warroad beat Albert Lee 6-1, and it was Mound-Westonka over Crookston by a score of 3-0. Now, a game that just got completed moments ago, it was Crookston defeating Albert Lee by a score of 3-1, so the Pirates able to pick up a victory here in their final game of the tournament. They finished the tournament with 2 points, and Albert Lee picked up 2 points on the first day, and they finished up with 2 points as they lost on the second and third day. So each of those teams with 2 points. Rest of the schedule today in JV action, Crookston plays Albert Lee. That game coming up here in a matter of moments. And the game you're about to hear, it's Warroad and Mound-Westonka in varsity action. And again, Warriors with 2 wins. They have 4 points. Mound-Westonka with 1 win. They have 2 points. So if Mound were to win, Warroad and Mound would both finish with 4. If Warroad wins, they would take the Hockey Town Holiday Classic title year number 10. And that part of this year's tournament is Mound-Westonka coming onto the ice here wearing their black uniforms as the visiting team. Warriors back in their home whites, and we will send it down to Chris Jones coming up here momentarily for starting lineups. He'll have that, and we'll be ready to go. We'll be ready to go right after that. I don't think any anthem have between games, so we'll be ready to go. Let's send it down to Chris Jones right now with starting lineups.
Here's a big section 5A, Whitehawks, Mound-Westonka, and Southwest Christian. High competition number 1, Chicago. On defense, the sophomore number 11, Scotty Neighbors. On defense, the junior number 13, Alan Butler. At left wing, the senior number 9, Allison Lundquist. At right wing, the senior number 10, Casella Harder. At center, the junior number 33, Elizabeth Callahan. The Whitehawks are led by head coach Mario Lynn. Assistant coaches are Carissa Ketcher and Tina Trask. Now, Hockey Town, starting lineup, your Warroad Warriors. Minding the net this afternoon, the goalie, the junior, number 1, Peyton Rollins. On defense, the junior, 11, Thompson. On defense, the senior, 26, Humpstuck. And left wing, the 8th grader, number 13, Lydia Hastings. And right wing, the sophomore, 4, Prince. And at center, the sophomore, Steve Gordon. The Warriors are led by head coach David Marvin, assistant coaches Derek Comstock.
There you go. There you have it. Starting lineups for both teams. And Kyle, listen, I think we said it before. This is going to be a good game. It's for the championship, and both teams want it.
Yeah, both teams wanted. Warroad's definitely going to have the advantage with all the time that they put in the off season during the week too. They're always training. They're always looking for ways to get better, and they're even willing to travel great distances to find stiff competition that's going to keep them sharp. That's going to keep them mentally focused. I'd expect this Warrior team to be ready to go as they smell a championship on the horizon.
Whitehawks now gathered around and backing off from their goaltender, the starting goaltender, the junior, Emma Cavell, and Warroad on the other end, Peyton Raleigh getting the start here as the Warriors gather around their netminder here before the start of this afternoon's game. Again, Kate Johnson back in the lineup for Warroad on the defense, paired up with Katie Comstock. And the line of Anthony French and Carly Kalbrenner, I think, was announced as the starting units here. So we're about ready to go. Championship Saturday here at the Gardens Arena. Warriors working from left to right. The Whitehawks from right to left are just about ready to get underway. And here we go. We're off and running. Back now, set up to center ice. It's going to be Comstock with it here. Comstock on this side. Going to be sent up here along the near wall. Now back into the Whitehawks zone. Sent over here as the Whitehawks bring it up and into the Warrior end, dumping it in now. We got the offensive zone here for the first time. Just underway here, first period. Gathered up here by the Warriors, back at center now. It's going to be sent over here just outside the blue line here for the Whitehawks. Cross-ice pass, long cross-ice pass, now back toward the middle. And the Warriors tipping it back into the zone now. The Whitehawks chasing back after it now, giving chase here, Kaya Sandy. And just underway here at the Gardens Arena. Up ahead now here, the Whitehawks at center. Gaining the zone now. It's going to go all the way back behind Peyton Raleigh. Play up here along the near corner now. Set up ahead. Playing the Whitehawks end now. Getting there first, but not quite in time. Is the Warriors, so we're going to get a face-off back in the Warrior end here. It's going to be over in the far face-off circle. So we have played 1 minute and 9 seconds in a face-off here.
Hand-eye coordination of Kaya Sandy on display there. She got her first shift and batted down a cross-eye pass that was about knee-high. When you see these girls out here and knowing all the time they put in, it's fun to watch them have success.
Back to the action here. Mound-Westonka in their own end. Mound-Westonka Whitehawks. Mound-Westonka Southwest Christian gaining the zone. It's going to be tipped over here in the near corner. Back behind the net. Sent over here far corner now. It's going to be kept in here by the Whitehawks. Over there is. They send it back behind the net. Still with it now. Puck going towards Marin Oban. Now the Warriors with it here. It's Vivian Marcoca. Up ahead here for Warroad. Now it's Kaya Sandy. Sandy bringing it in. Taken off the play here. Now it's going to be gathered up here by the Whitehawks. It's Braylon Kohler. Play at center ice now. Puck stolen away here. Linnea Heron. Nice job there. Now it's Lindsay Lawrenson with it now. Lawrenson bringing it into the zone. Lawrenson here on this side. Flipped up in the air. And it's going to stay in play here. Back in the Warroad end. It's Kate Johnson with it now. Johnson. Sending it over here, far side. Linnea Heron with it now. Stops outside the circle. Back up top. Dumped down low here by Comstock. Comstock gets a return pass back at the point. It's a commit to Bemidji State, dumping it down back behind the net of Cobble. Over here, near side penalty coming up here on Mound-Westonka, and Warroad is going to get their first power play here of the afternoon. So the first special teams opportunity in favor of Warroad here. They get a chance to potentially break in first period.
Good things happen when you move your feet. Linnea Heron was driving behind the net and caught the Whitehawks defenseman off guard there and was able to heave forward, putting the Warriors on the power play.
So Warroad on the power play. Here's Katie Comstock with it now. Puck loose in the crease area. Now a shot in. That high shot goes just wide. Shot taken there by Taylor Reese. Now the puck back all the way back into the Warroad end here. 14:05 left to go here in the opening period here in a scoreless game. Warroad on the power play here for the next minute 37. Dumped in here now by the Whitehawks. Taken up here by Warroad now. It's Jaylee French sending it on this side here. Taylor Reese. That gets broken up and then sent back down the other end. Nice job by the penalty kill for Mound-Westonka on that exchange. Warroad with it back in their own end now. Lead pass up ahead. Didn't quite connect there with Olivia Anthony. And it'll be an icing and a faceoff coming back down in the Warrior end here. 13:38 left to go here first period. A minute 14 left to go in the minor penalty to Mound-Westonka's Alistair Williger. Carly Kalbrenner is set to take the draw here now. She wins it, gets it back behind the net. Pass over here down to Samantha Earhart. Warriors able to get it up to center. Here's Kalbrenner offside there as Hardwick was already across. You got that momentum. It's hard to kind of pull yourself back and keep the play on side when you're making that rush up ice.
Yeah, normally you'd want to see the puck carrier gain the zone first before they start going horizontally or left or right by the blue line. If you get too fancy right there, 9 out of 10 times you're going to go on offsides. Warriors are playing well together, trying to get things set up. They crisp things up a little bit with their passes. I see them getting on top here early.
Play over here in the near corner now, gathered in here by Earhart. Oh, it's Markowka. Markowka with it now. Another shot in. It's Reagan Haley. Puck loose out of the net. They score. The Warriors, they scramble in front of the net. And, man, if you can create traffic out in front, it's Emmy Hardwick with the goal. Time of the goal is going to be at 3:54 of the first period. And, hey, you called it, Kyle.
You know, you saw the Warriors setting up. They're good for rebound. Shot coming in off the point. As you said, there's traffic in front too, but there's 2 or 3 Warrior sticks ready for a rebound to put that puck home in case it came their way. Emmy Hardwick not thinking twice before doing so.
So Hardwick puts the Warriors on top 1-0. 13 minutes left to go here. Earhart and Markowka on the assist. Time of the goal at 3:54. Warriors sending it back into the Mound-Westonka end. Now the Warriors with a 1-0 lead. Back behind the net of Cobble. Again, a 1-0 Warrior lead here early on here first period here at the Gardens Arena. Sent up to neutralize Comstock with it now. Take it up here, Jaylee French, getting it into the zone. Now finds herself with the puck once again. Back to Jaylee, tried to flip it past Cobble that time. Cobble making a nice play here for the Whitehawks. Playing it back behind the net, down over in the corner. Here's Taylor Reese going after it. Reese in the corner.
That was some nice puck movement between Kaya Sandy and French there, almost giving the Warriors their second goal, not quite being able to put it away, but they're going to be relentless and keep on driving the puck deep into this Whitehawk zone.
Play at center. The Warriors back the other way. Play off the far wall. It's going to be dumped into the Mound-Westonka zone. Gathered up here now by Mound-Westonka. It's going to be brought in here by Elizabeth Callahan. Callahan with it now at the point here on the right side. Stolen away there by Reagan Haley. She'll dump it down the length of the ice. We're going to bring a face-off back down into the Warroad end here. 11:22 left to go here first period. Warroad with a 1-0 lead. A power play goal by Emmy Hardwick and an assist going to Samantha Earhart and Vivian Markowka. That's where we stand right now. 1-0 Warriors with the lead over Mound-Westonka. Off the draw, gathered in here now by Warroad, getting it back behind their own net. And 11:14 left to go here in the opening period here in a 1-0 game. Hooked up and out of the zone. Now it's Heron with it now, getting in a return pass. Sends it into the zone. Lindsay Lawrenson giving chase here. Now back behind the net of Cobble for Mound-Westonka. 10:58 left to go here in period number one. It's Lindsay Lawrenson sliding it out his side here for Vivian Marcoka, sending it toward the net. Weak shot toward the net. This time Cobble covers up on it and hangs onto it for a faceoff.
You know, when pucks are going that slow and they just find a way to miss every stick and miss every skate, you can really come up on the goaltender, surprise them. That's why it's important for Cobble to have her ankles down and to be ready at all times, able to turn that one away.
Up to face off now, taken up here by Mound-Westonka. They send it into the Warrior end. We're going to bring a face off back down in the Mound-Westonka zone.
You know, kind of like a changeup in baseball.
Yeah.
You're sitting there on that fastball. It looks good. You think it was coming, and it just fools you a little bit. Got to stay on your toes here.
Carly Kalbrenner taking the draw here for Warroad. And there's Alistair Williger taking the draw for the Whitehawks. Sent in now, covered up there by Emma Cobble. Cobble, again, the junior goaltender. The Whitehawks carrying two goaltenders on their roster. Cobble and also junior Savannah Blahowiak. Back to the action now. Again, 10:30 left to go here. First period, 1-0 Warroad with the lead here over the Mound-Westonka Whitehawks. Tipped over here in the near corner. Teams giving chase. Got that up here. It's going to be sent back behind the net now. It's going to be skated around here by Sky Nienaber. Up ahead now for Mound-Westonka, gaining the Warrior zone. Back after it here, Reagan Haley getting it quickly over here to Vivian Marcoka. Up ahead here further to Jaylee French. Kept in here by Mound-Westonka. Now player 8 out in front of us here. $9:49 left to go here in the opening period. Sent back into the Warroad end. Maria's trying to clear. It's going to be knocked down, tied up here in the near corner. Back out to the point. It's Greta Bodie. Sent toward the nets. Knocked away here by the Warriors as they try and clear it up and out here. It's Samantha Earhart now gets it up here to Kaya Sandy. Now gathered up here by Marion Ullman here for Mound-Westonka. 9:20 left to go here, first period. It's a 1-0 Warroad lead. And we'll get another faceoff coming up here, I think, in the Warroad zone. Shot 6 for Warroad. The Whitehawks have mustered just one shot here thus far. Faceoff coming off to the left of Peyton Raleigh.
The stick on the far side here that one of the Warriors lost while they were in the offensive zone. One of the referees remembering where that was before they dropped the puck here in the first period.
Well, then Layla Marvin took care of it. And she just snapped it in half. Holy cow.
Hope somebody kept their receipts.
Way over here in the near side. Now it's sending it back behind the net here. Near corner now. It's Lindsay Lawrenson with it now, working it up here along the near side. Play up in front of the Mound-Westonka bench. Now it's going to be sent into the Whitehawk zone. Over in the near corner. 8:50 left to go here. First period. Just about halfway through. 1-0 Warroad with the lead here over the Whitehawks here at the Gardens Arena. Championship Saturday here at the Gardens. It's a Hockeytown Holiday Classic. Linnea Heron with it now, bringing it in. Pushes it forward. Take it up here now by Mound-Westonka. Halfway through period number one here in a 1-0 game. Stolen there. And Lawrenson couldn't get a shot away. Kept in here by Kate Johnson at the point here on the near side. A nice job there. Taken up here by the Whitehawks. Play up here along the near side. Up ahead here to Quinlan O'Shea. Still tied up here along the near side. Now the puck comes free, and it's Olivia Anthony with it now. Anthony getting up ahead further here. Carly Kalbrenner. Puck going behind the net of Cobble. Near corner now. It's going to be skated up and out here by the Whitehawks. Whitehawks getting it into the Warrior end now. It goes in on Peyton Raleigh. Puck loose side of the net, sprawling down, and covering up there is Peyton Raleigh.
Well, Elizabeth Callahan there putting on the moves there, bringing the puck down, deacon to the left and to the right. What a prime opportunity there. That was the second and third shots that Raleigh is seeing, standing on her head, keeping that 0 on the board, always ready for the Warroad Warriors.
Off the face-off, it's going to be sent over here near corner. Whitehawks with it in the zone now, sending it back behind the net. Peyton Raleigh, 7:36 left to go here in the period. Kept in there by Sky Nienaber. Back up to center now. Warroad with it. Pass up ahead, a little too far for Jaylee French that time. Puck going behind Emma Cobble, the Whitehawks netminder. Play over here near corner, stolen away here. Kaya Sandy spins, turns, shoots, and it goes wide of the net. Jaylee French after it now over the near corner. 7:09 left to go here in the opening period. Here comes Mound-Westonka back the other way. And an icing. And we're going to get a face-off back down on the near side, just off to the left of Emma Cobble, the Whitehawks netminder. Faced 6 shots today. Peyton Raleigh on the other side, facing 3 for Warroad. It's Kaya Sandy in to take the draw. Face-off won by Warroad. Now it's going to be knocked away here by Moline. There for Mound-Westonka. She'll chase after it. Getting there first is Comstock. Now Keith Johnson with it over here on the near side. Johnson up ahead. Pushed ahead as Reese had it momentarily. Now it goes back into the Warroad end. Whitehawks chasing after it. Comstock getting there first here for the Warriors. 6:35 left to go here in the period. Gathered up here by Warroad as they send it in. Back behind the net at Cobble. Centering feed, that gets knocked down. Now the Whitehawks coming back the other way. It's Marion Ullman. Ullman over in the near side. Johnson taking it away, knocking it away here for Warroad. Play over here, far corner. Now back behind the net of Raleigh, comes back over here in the near side. Skating in there for the Whitehawks is Quinlan O'Shea. Now the Warriors back the other way. Warroad back the other way with it now. Earhart, she goes down to the ice. Play here at center. Whitehawks gaining the zone. Knocked away here by Warroad. Back after it here for Mound-Westonka is Allie Butler. Butler back in her own end. On the near corner there, right there for Warroad is Lindsay Lawrenson. Nice job over there. Here's Greta Bodie over here on the far side, getting it over here to Sky Nienaber. 5:30 left to go here, first period here in a 1-0 hockey game. Play up to the near side now. It's Quinlan O'Shea for Mound-Westonka. Dumps it back behind the net, chasing after there. Georgia Harmer, quick one-timer that time. That goes by. There's Breland Kaler. Back behind the net of Peyton Raleigh. Now the Warriors try and break it out. Pass up ahead, Lindsay Lawrenson. Lawrenson up ahead further now. It's Linnea Heron. Heron in the Mound-Westonka end now, skating it back behind the net here, far corner. And it's going to be sent down the length of the ice. That's going to be an icing and a face-off coming back down in the Mound-Westonka end.
And the Warriors catching a break there as Braylon Kohler was right in front of the net. The puck made it to her. There's no Warrior defenseman in sight. Fortunately for everyone on the white side, that puck missed the net. Otherwise, this game could be even at 1.
Face-off here, far face-off circle. It's Keith Johnson now. Tried to send it in. That was blocked down nicely there by Allison Lindquist. Play side of the net here of Cobble for Mound-Westonka. French had it. Fanned on by Allison Lindquist. Sent toward the net once again. Bouncing puck. That goes just wide of the net. Jaylee French over here near corner. French with it now on the backhand. That one knocked down. Still a bouncing puck out in front. Cobble trying to find it. Back behind the net. Here's Jaylee French. French here on the near side, sending it down low. Now swoop it in and scooping it up there is Elizabeth Callahan. Callahan on this side to Greta Bodie. Whitehawks trying to clear it out of their own zone, and they do so. Going to get into Warroad territory here. Johnson with it here for the Warriors here. 4 minutes left to go here, first period here in a 1-0 game. Now it's Bodie, or Callahan rather. Callahan back out of the point that time for Marion Ullman. Ullman here on the near side. Shot in. Blocker save made there by Raleigh. Centering feed. That one didn't quite connect there with Lundquist. Taken up here by the Whitehawks. Nice move by Ullman that time. Sent in. Save made there by Peyton Raleigh. 3:30 left to go here in the period. Here in a 1-0 game, sent back down to the Mound-Westonka end. We'll bring a faceoff back down to the Warroad end here with 3:23 left.
The Whitehawks sustaining pressure down in the offensive zone for the longest time so far here in the first period. They were rotating the puck well. They're staying in control of the puck, creating scoring chances for them. The Warroad needed that ice and get fresh legs out on the ice.
Face off to the glove side of Peyton Raleigh off to her left. Back behind the net. Now it's going to be taken up here. Vivian Marcoka. Warriors getting it up here to center. Knocked down here by the Whitehawks as they bring it back the other way. Back the other way here from Mound-Westonka. Georgia Harmer, the shot and the save made by Peyton Raleigh. That is just the fourth shot that she has seen this afternoon. Warroad was 6. They've been able to get one past Embakavo for the Whitehawks. Gathered up here now. It's Reagan Haley with it now. Haley sent it off the far wall. Play at the center ice area now. It's going to be dumped right back into the Warroad end here by Mound-Westonka. Sent back into the Whitehawk zone. Play continues here. It's skated back behind the net of Cobble. Play over to Georgia Harmer here on the near side. 2:35 left to go here, first period here in a 1-0 game. Battling over there now, Sky Nienaber. Puck comes free now. It's Reagan Haley with it now. Long cross-ice pass here. Comstock, Katie Comstock sending it back into the Whitehawk zone. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go here in the opening period here of a 1-0 game. Centering feed that now. It's Heron. Now Comstock, top of the circle here, left side, high shot, knocked down. Puck still loose. And it's going to go past the net now. It's Lawrenson, Lindsay Lawrenson with it here in the near corner. Centering feed, knocked down. Here's Kate Johnson firing a shot in. Pad save, kick save made here by Cobble. Now it's Comstock with it here. 1:50 left to go here. Period number 1. 1-0 Warroad. Warroad putting pressure on here. Late in the period. Brought across on side here by Johnson. That one goes wide of the net. 1:40 left here in the period. Play in the near corner, wrapped around the board here on the near side and the near half wall. It comes free. Puck bounces up. Now taken up here by the Whitehawks. 1:28 left to go here in period number 1 here in a 1-0 hockey game. Lone goal of the hockey game, a power play goal by Emmy Hardwick for Warroad. That was all the way back at 3:54 of the period. Coming up with the final minute of play here in period number 1. Up ahead here in the center ice area, it's Moline. Moline with it. Play here near corner in the Warroad end, off to the right of the Warroad net. Back out to center. Here's Olivia Anthony with it now here in the far side. Final minute of play here, first period. It's 1-0 Warroad here over Mound-Westonka. Jaylee French, top of the circle here, left side. Tipped out of the zone now by Quinlan O'Shea. At center, brought across here by the Whitehawks. Brought across that time by Terwilliger. I'll take it up here by the Warriors. Charlie Kalbrenner. Kalbrenner up ahead. Long pass up ahead. Now it's Jaylee French. Cruising in, shot in. That goes wide of the net. The play continues here in the corner. Now back up to the center ice area, neutralized. Brought across here. Play broken up here by Warroad. Marcoka, her pass to Kaya Sandy didn't quite connect. We're going to get a face-off here with 10.8 seconds left to go here in the opening period. Again, a 1-0 Warroad lead here over Mound-Westonka.
With 10 seconds left to go in the first period, this face-off is crucial for the Warriors. I haven't seen them lose too many face-offs this afternoon. Let's see if they can end this period with a 1-goal lead.
Off the draw, taken up here by the Whitehawks. Cleared up and out here now by Warroad. Dumped right back in here by Marion Oman. That's going to do it. 17 minutes in with your score. It's the Warroad Warriors 1, the Mound-Westonka Whitehawks 0. We're back after this 2-minute timeout.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota, Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, ag news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Get inspired for your next big project at Marvin Home Center. Our home inspiration area showcases modern, rustic, and farmhouse designs with products from floor to ceiling. We feature durable LP smart side siding and certain teak shingles, quality Marvin windows, and the hand-laid look of Versetta stone to the elegance of onyx shower systems. Marvin Home Center has it all. Check out our appliances and expanded paint center too. And we're now your local Ace Hardware. Inspiration is here at Marvin Home Center in Warroad.
At Life Care Medical Center.
All right, welcome back to the Gardens Arena. We're in our first period intermission where the Warroad Warriors lead the Mound-Westonka Whitehawks by a score of 1-0. Lone goal of the game in the opening period. Warriors capitalizing on a power play opportunity early in the game, and it was Emmy Hardwick with the goal. Assists going to Samantha Earhart and Vivian Marcoca. It was at 3:54 of the period. Warriors got on the board first. Yeah, and I think in a game like this, whoever gets on board first is going to have the leg up, but that does not necessarily mean that that's going to guarantee a win too.
No, it doesn't. That's why you play 3 periods of hockey. But we have seen after the first period that both goalies are poised. They're keeping their team in it. We saw Emma Covell there late in the first period while Ward was sustaining pressure. She lost her goalie stick and still didn't worry about that. She was focused on the puck and made a couple saves without the stick in her hand.
Yeah, and she made 8 saves out of 9 Warroad shots in that first period. Mound-Westonka with 4 in the opening period. So the Warriors out shooting Mound-Westonka 9-4 here in the contest. Again, coming up a little bit later on this afternoon, right around 3, and it'll be the final game of the men's portion of the Hockeytown Holiday Classic. It'll be Warroad going up against Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. Set to visit with both coaches, both Jay Hardwick and Green Knights head coach Larry Vieira. I think he's going to be joining us live here on the pregame show, so we're looking forward to that coming up. Pregame of the Warriors and Notre Dame of West Haven game, but that's a little bit later on this afternoon. Warriors trying to make it 3 in a row, make it a clean sweep on the boys' side too. It'll be a clean sweep if the girls win here or the boys win. It'll be 3 for 3 on both sides.
I like to think it's a good day to be a Warrior every day. It's even better when both the girls team are able to win a championship, also with the boys too, especially building off of last night's effort. That was the best game they've played here at the Gardens at home this year. Not to be satisfied, but be confident. Hey, if we want to do that, we can play together and put that forth effort and put ourselves in positions to win difficult hockey games every time that we want to. So we'd like to see the Warriors build off of that. You never know, a team they haven't faced yet in Notre Dame of
West Haven, Connecticut.
So we'll see how that goes.
East Coast hockey meets the state of hockey.
Yeah, I don't know how they like playing those Grand Forks teams. It look like there's maybe a little bit more physical than they're used to out east.
And if you have not seen Notre Dame of West Haven yet, if you haven't been to one of their games and check them, they're big, they're fast. And that Red River game before the Warroad Central game yesterday, I mean, that was a physical game. And as soon as Red River finally saw the Green Knights goaltender and finally got one pass, I think that was what gave them the momentum to carry them onto that overtime win over them.
Yeah, and that solution for the Rubik's puzzle to get goals past Notre Dame's netminder is traffic in front. If he's seeing the puck, he's going to be able to make the save. The Warriors hopefully have been looking at that scouting report and able to give big bodies in his vision.
Again, we are in our first period intermission of here the girls division of the Hockeytown Holiday Classic. Warroad with a 1-0 lead over the Mound-Westonka Whitehawks. We're back after this timeout with the second period on KQ92 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Privilege to serve the healthcare needs of our communities here in northern Minnesota. We take great pride in our compassionate staff, dedicated physicians, and wide range of services we provide. Our primary mission is to provide quality care for a healthy life. From birth to elderly, we serve you at every age, caring for generations, caring for our communities, caring close to home. Life Care Medical Center.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer. Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and a staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, ag news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey,
brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag.
RDK 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 is now Agassi Precision Ag.
You heard that right. RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsboro, is now Agassi Precision Ag. Same location, employees, and customer service you deserve. Visit us at planterdoc.com.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
Get inspired for your next big project at Marvin Home Center. Our home inspiration area showcases modern, rustic, and farmhouse designs with products from floor to ceiling. We feature durable LP smart side siding and certain teak shingles, quality Marvin windows, and the hand-laid look of Versetta stone to the elegance of onyx shower systems. Marvin Home Center has it all. Check out our appliances and expanded paint center too. And we're now your local Ace Hardware. Inspiration is here at Marvin Home Center in Warroad.
All righty, welcome back to the Gardens Arena. Teams coming back out onto the ice here for the second period here of this afternoon's game. It's Warroad and Mound-Westonka as the Whitehawks come back out to the ice, and a 1-0 hockey game there. They showed flashes of brilliance a little bit in the first period. Not very often, but they were able to sustain some offensive zone time against the Warriors here first period.
They did, and all that came off of transitions. When the Warriors were going for a change, they're able to regroup, had fresh legs, a little bit of a mismatch there, and taking advantage of that opportunity. Also, what's helping the Whitehawks shut down the Warrior offense is the way that they're bringing defensemen and forwards down in front of the net, not to allow any other goals, any other pucks to be lying around for easy tap-ins for the Warriors.
Getting teams back out. And about ready to get underway here for the second period. Team swapping sides. The Whitehawks will defend the goal off to our left. The Warriors the goal off to our right. And here we go. We're underway. Second period of play here at center ice. Now brought in here by Warroad. Back up at center, it's Carly Kalbrenner now. It's overskated there by Jaylee French. Taken up here by the Whitehawks and bringing it across. A shot in, knocked down by the defense out front. Nice block there by Keith Johnson. Opening minute of play here in the second period. Tipped in here now by Carly Kalbrenner. On the near side here, it's Anna Shaw, or the knee neighbor with it now. My roster's straight here. Up along the far side. Taken up here by the Whitehawks. Knocked away there by Vivian Marcoca. It's Kaya Sandy up ahead here is Taylor Reese. Reese here along the near side now. Play out in front of the Warrior player bench area. It's Reagan Haley with it now. Sending it back into the Whitehawk zone. 1 minute in to period number 2 here in a 1-0 game. Play here in the near side. Up here along the near wall. Reagan Haley with it now. Haley over here. Taylor Reese back toward the middle here. Kaya Sandy. And the puck goes in. Is gloved out of there by Emma Cobble. That is her 9th save of the afternoon. And both teams making changes. We get a face-off coming up here off to the left of the Mound-Westonka netminder.
I'd like to see the Warriors take more opportunities when they have the puck to get it towards the net, to shoot that puck and go for the rebound.
10 here on the near side. Back after it here, Earhart, Samantha Earhart now is Kaya Sandy after it. Now it's going to be taken up and play right in front of the Warrior bench area, player bench area. Greta Bodie with it now. Bodie sending it on to Sonia Moline here for Mound-Westonka. Play on the Warrior end now. Back behind the net of Peyton Raleigh. It's Markoka sending it here along the near wall, banked off the near wall now. It finds the stick of Greta Bodie here for Mound-Westonka. 1-0 hockey game, 2 minutes into the second period here at the Gardens Arena Championship Saturday. Here at the Gardens here for the Hockeytown Holiday Classic is Lindsay Lawrenson now. Shot in, that one deflected over into the corner. Still tied up now, play out to center. It's Sonia Moline with it now. Moline sending it into the Warrior end. 2.5 minutes into the period. Still tied up over here near corner. Toward the middle, taken up here by Lawrenson here for Warroad. Lindsay Lawrenson with it. Now Keith Johnson banking it off the near wall, off the wall, taken up here now by Linnea Heron as she brings it back the other way here for the Warriors. Heron. Puck goes back behind Koval. Play over here for our corner. Now the Whitehawks coming back the other way. It's Mound-Westonka as it's dumped in there by Emma Butler. Playing a Warrior end here, 3 minutes into period number 2 here in a 1-0 game. Keith Johnson back after it here now for Warroad. Johnson over here, Lindsay Lawrenson. Lawrenson trying to get it to Kalbrenner, went behind her. Finds the stick of Allison Lundquist rather. Goes back out to neutral ice. Dumped in here now by Sky Nienaber. Shot in, save made here by Raleigh. Puck comes free. Puck loose in front once again. Comes out. Raleigh has a chance, has a look at it, and is able to cover it up. Just a little bit too far for her to jump out and reach for it. She had to wait for someone, whether it be Warroad or the Whitehawks, to get a hold of the puck. But she was able to stop it and get a face-off here.
Yeah, Peyton needed to stay home in her crease there, not knowing what was going to happen. Warriors couldn't find the puck, and you saw the Whitehawks defenseman come down to get that grade A opportunity as Peyton was able to turn it away.
Again, 1-0 Warroad lead. Gathered up here now by the Warriors' play over in the far corner. Now into the near side here for Mound-Westonka as they gain the zone. Now play back behind the net of Peyton Raleigh. And 1-0 here, second period. 12:46 left to go here in the second. Mound-Westonka outside the circle now, trying to get it back up top. That one knocked away nicely there by Jaylee French as she brings it back here for Warroad. French giving chase. Jaylee down back behind the net. Side of the net here is Taylor Reese. Penalty coming up.
Yeah, I think French got a little aggressive there. You gave number 10, Gisela Harder, a little shove there. She didn't have the puck. She's in the goal for interference as the Warriors go on the penalty kill.
And a chance for Mound-Westonka. Now I think this is their first power play opportunity. So a chance to see what the Whitehawks can do. Again, 1-0 your score. As mentioned, as Kyle mentioned, Jaylee French taking a 2-minute minor. She'll sit here for the next two. Face off here in the Warroad end, near face-off circle. Back up top here to Allie Butler. Outside the circle, top of the circle, back up top to Butler now. Butler back here on this side and the near side. Back up top to Butler. Butler firing it in. Knocked down here, Kaya Sandy. Tried to poke it free and get a potential breakaway there. And gathered up here now by the Whitehawks. Butler with it, just inside the blue line. Butler back on the near side here for Marion Ullman. That one knocked away Whitehawks still retain possession here. Top of the circle, shot in. That one blocked away by, I think it was Taylor Reese over there. 11:35 left to go here in the period. Minute 13 left to go in the minor penalty to Warroad's Jaylee French. 1-0 Warroad with the lead here in period number 2. Puck knocked away, sent down the length of the ice by the Warroad penalty kill. It's Kaya Sandy with the dump down ice. Now the Whitehawks trying to regroup, trying to get something going here with 51 seconds left on their 5-on-4 skater advantage. Brought in here by Breland Kohler. Play here near corner. It's Marcoka with it. Back up top, Butler. Outside the circle now, shot in. That one goes wide of the net. Play over here on the near side. It's going to be Butler with it now. Allie Butler, who's kind of patrolling the blue line back there here for the Whitehawks. Gets it back up top once again. Shot in. That goes just wide of the net. Play over here outside the far face-off circle. It's Ella Harder over there for Mound-Westonka. Now it goes back behind the net. Taken up here by the Warriors. They'll flip it up high in the air and down the length of the ice.
Man, to the far side there, Braylon Kohler really stepped into a slap shot there that Peyton Raleigh was able to handle. Another good opportunity on the power play for the Whitehawks.
So we're back to 5-on-5 here. 10:15 left to go here, second period here in a 1-0 hockey game. Played into the Whitehawk end. For the net, shot in. That one ticked out of there by Cobble. 10 minutes left to go here in period number 2 here in a 1-0 game. 7 minutes gone here in the period. Warriors centering feed that time. That one got broken up. Play over here in the near corner, near boards. Still tied up over in the near side. Now puck comes free. The Whitehawks back the other way. The pass kind of gets away from Ellison Lundquist and dumped right back into the Whitehawk end here now by Warroad. 9:30 left to go here in the second period. In a 1-0 Warroad lead here over Mound-Westonka. Gathered up here now by the Warriors, sending it back in. Now they give it chase here for the Warriors. Here is going to be Taylor Reese over there. Whitehawks trying to clear here along the near side. Up here along the near wall. Cross ice now. It's going to be taken up here by the Whitehawks. Pass up ahead a little bit too far that time for Elizabeth Callahan. Dumped right back in here by Warroad. Now it's Butler who sends it down the length of the ice on net. Peyton Raleigh leaving it off here now for Comstock. Comstock up ahead here for Kaya Sandy, who tips it into the Whitehawk end. Back behind the net, taken up here by Mound-Westonka here, coming up on halfway, the halfway point here of the second period. Gathered up here by Keith Johnson, dumping it back into the Whitehawk end. Now back behind the net of Emma Cobble. Here's Kaya Sandy. Now Jaylee French with it. French centering feet out front. Olivia Anthony, a shot save made by the Warrior by Cobble. The Warriors with a rebound goal, and they lead 2-0.
Yeah, what a big save by Emma Cobble to begin with there. The puck bounced out in front of her, and then she tried to get set up for another hard shot. And I don't know if it deflected. The Warrior shot, it got deflected up in the air, whatever, but it was almost looking like a knuckle puck, and it went up and over the netminder's glove and into her net.
So the Warriors now lead 2-0. So they score their second goal and their 12th shot of the game.
Warrior goal! Goal scored by number 15.
So Olivia Anthony with the goal. Jaylee French on the assist. So Olivia Anthony with another goal here on the season. 2-0 Warroad. 8 minutes left to go here in period number 2.
Next now, goal for number 9. Kaya Sandy with assist from number 13.
Was wondering that myself.
9 from 13 and 4.
Now we got it right.
We do.
Back to the action here. 7:37 left to go here in period number 2. Play here in the Mound-Westonka end. 2-0 Warroad with the lead. A goal by Kaya Sandy here in the second period. Now it's Lindsay Lawrenson. Lawrenson with the shot to save Bay puck. Loose in front, they score! Bad creating traffic in front. Pucks going here, there, and everywhere, and that's how Warroad has gotten all 3 of their goals this afternoon.
Yeah, it's good to go to the net. It's good to get the puck to the net. Always be ready for that rebound like they do in practice. And this is really starting to pay off for the Lady Warriors here in the second period.
So the Warriors score 2 times in the span of about 1 minute and 9 seconds. So it makes it a 3-0 hockey game.
Netminder Savannah Blowick is now in goal for the Whitehawks after that last goal for the Warriors.
7:04 left in the second period.
With that assist from number 7, Lindsay Lawrenson. Lawrenson at 9:45.
There's a shot in there by the Whitehawks.
Round and goal for Ireland from the Southwest Christian, number 35, Savannah Blahoya.
Blahowiak in goal here for Mound-Westonka. Play in the Warroad end here as the Whitehawks have it in the offensive zone. Now it's going to be brought back the other way. Play in the Mound-Westonka end. Goes back up to neutral ice. 3-0 Warroad with 2 goals here in period number 2 to take a 3-goal lead here and championship game here of the girls division of the Hockeytown Holiday Classic. Year number 10 of the girls tournaments. Probably one of the better fields in the tournament as well. Here's Olivia Anthony setting it toward the net. Jaylee French tried to do a little short shot as it went toward the net. And it's covered up there by Savannah Blahowiak, a junior goaltender. So a couple of juniors. So Larry Olim is going to have both goaltenders back next year should they choose to come back to Mound-Westonka to go to school.
It's good to have options back between the pipes. We thought that Emma did a fairly good job there, but the Warriors were relentless and not giving up. And nice to see Savannah get her chance as well.
Taken up here down by Warroad in their own end. 5:45 left to go here in period number 2 in a 3-0 game. It's Jaylee French with it now. Cruising into the Whitehawk zone. Jaylee with it. Sit over here now to Emmy Hardwick. She scored the first goal of the game back in the first period on the power play. And it's a 3-0 hockey game. Reagan Haley with it now. That one's going to be cleared out of there by Blahowiak. Back behind the net. Taken up here by Warroad. Centering feed. That goes all the way through. Top of the circle now is Markoka with the shot. 5:13 left to go here in the second period here in a 3-0 hockey game. Lead pass up ahead here. Now it's going to go in on Peyton Raleigh. She'll just cover up on it here. And face-off happening here at 5:04 here of period number 2. Again, shots 17 for Warroad here in through 1 period plus. They have 8 here in the second period and 5 for Mound-Westonka. They have a total of 9 heading into the final 5 minutes here of period number 2. Off the draw, take it up here and sent back down the other down the other end here by Warroad. 4:52 left to go here in period 2. It's a 3-0 hockey game. Warroad with 2 goals here in the second period. Sent back out to center. Sonia Moline. Now gathered up here by Warroad. Over there for the Whitehawks is Braylon Kohler. Goes in on Peyton Raleigh. Shot in. Puck still loose. Whitehawks trying to get a shot away over there. Now it's going to be cleared back out to the blue line. Butler with it. Dumping it down low here for the Whitehawks. 4:20 left to go here in the second period. Gathered up here now by the Whitehawks. Gathered in there by Sky Nienaber. Shot in, deflected out of there, deflected wide over to the far side. Now Keith Johnson. Johnson tried to get it up ahead here now to Lindsay Lawrenson. Play here at the center ice area. Now dumped in here by Warroad here into the Whitehawk zone. They'll chase after it. 3:55 left to go here in period number 2. Play coming back all the way down to the Warroad end. The face-off coming back into the Whitehawk zone. 3:50 left to go here in the second period. Again, this game number 1 on Championship Saturday. Game number 1, game 2, we'll see Warroad going up against the Green Knights of Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. That happens at 3 this afternoon. That's in the men's division of the Hockeytown Holiday Classic. Played up off the wall. Now it's going to be sent back the other way here by Elizabeth Callahan. Callahan back inside of her own blue line here, and nice tight defense over there by Taylor Reese. Now skated back the other way here by Mound-Westonka. It's Marion Ullman. Playing the Warroad end now, sent toward the net, steered out of there by Peyton Raleigh. The 11th shot here for Mound-Westonka here in the hockey game. Warroad back the other way. Whitehawks able to regain control. It's Callahan now. Callahan bringing it across. Callahan on a backhand. Sends it wide of the net this time. 3:08 left to go here in the period. Samantha Earhart. Earhart trying to clear it up and out. Kept in here now by the Whitehawks. Down low in the corner, the centering feed now. Shot in. Callahan. Saved there by Raleigh. Puck still loose. Raleigh's looking for it. Trying to cover up. Finally does so. And we'll get a stoppage of play here with 2:51 left. Here in the second period. Again, it's Warroad 3 and Mound-Westonka nothing. Here at in the championship game of the women's division of the Hockeytown Holiday Classic. Face off to the right, Peyton Raleigh. That's here by Kate Johnson. Up ahead now, Jaylee French. Kept in here now by the Whitehawks. Now it's going to be skated up and out here. It's Carly Kalbrenner. Kalbrenner centered it. Goes off the far wall. Now it's Jaylee French keeping it in. Knocked away here by the Whitehawks. Pushed into the zone now by Emma Butler. 2:20 left to go here in period number 2. The 3-0 hockey game. Warroad with the lead here over the Mound-Westonka Whitehawks. Gathered up here by the Whitehawks. Sky Nienaber with it. Up ahead to center. Now it's going to be sent back into the Warroad end. 2 minutes left here in the period. Again, a 3-0 hockey game here at the Gardens Arena here on Championship Saturday. Take it up here. It's Emmy Hardwick with it now. Hardwick backhanding it into the Whitehawk zone. Play over here, far corner. Gathered up here by Mound-Westonka. Trying to clear it up and out of there. Kept in here by Warroad. Play goes over into the near corner now. Tipped out of there by Linnea Heron. Back up top, here's Markoka with the shot. Blahowiak with the save. And we'll get a face-off here with 1:29 left here in the second period here in a 3-0 game. So the Warriors scored twice here in the second period to go with their 1 in the first. They lead by 3 with just under a minute and a half left to go here in the second period. Heron, Linnea Heron in on the draw. Now it's Kaya Sandy over there. Gets it back to Heron. Centering feed that time goes all the way through. Back out to the point here. It's Reagan Haley keeping the zone here for Warroad. Dumping it down low here near corner. Play going back behind the net, Blahowiak. 1:12 left to go here in the second period. Warriors still keeping it in. Shot in now. Blahowiak with the save. 1:04 left. Warriors that close to taking a 3-goal lead into the locker room after 2 periods of play.
No, after they got that second and third goal, it seems like it sparked something. Some teams will take their foot off the gas a little bit or kind of relax, but scoring is fun, as we continue to say, and these girls want to keep on increasing this league.
Final minute of play here in period number 2. Play still in the Whitehawk zone. Here's Carly Kalbrenner. Now getting in there, breaking it up here is Marion Ullman. Kalbrenner trying to dig it free. Now getting in there for the Whitehawks is Braylon Kohler. She gets it up to the center ice area. And dumped right back in here by the Warriors. Broken up here by Mound-Westonka. It's Vivian Markoka sending it into the Whitehawks end. 25 seconds left. Final seconds ticket away here in the second period. Here in a 3-0 hockey game. Got that up here now. It's Jaylee French. French carrying it across here outside the circle here near side. Still has the puck. Now trying to get it past the defender that time and couldn't do so. Now it's Mound-Westonka coming back the other way. Giving chase here is Georgia Harmer for Mound-Westonka. As the horn blows, 34 minutes of hockey in the books with your score. The Warriors 3, the Whitehawks nothing. We're back after this break on KQ92 and yourliveevent.com.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
At LifeCare Medical Center, our employees are part of a team who care not only for the patients we serve, but for each other. With a wide range of opportunities, both medical and non-medical, LifeCare is the perfect choice for those seeking a first job opportunity or career transition. Beyond growing your career and thriving within our culture, experience highly competitive benefits as part of our Total Rewards program. Choose LifeCare Medical Center.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
From John, Michael, and guests in the morning show, noon hour information, and 5 p.m. evening local news, ag news, weather, and sports. Thank you for listening to KQ92 and KRWB The Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM. Listen for our high school sports coverage of Warroad, Roseau, BGMR, Lake of the Woods, Sprague, and Grigla Goodridge. Find the sports schedules. You can also listen to our high school sports coverage in the Listen Live from KQ92.com and the Northern Star KRWB.com.
Get inspired for your next big project at Marvin Home Center. Our home inspiration area showcases modern, rustic, and farmhouse designs with products from floor to ceiling. We feature durable LP smart side siding and certain teak shingles, quality Marvin windows, and the hand-laid look of Versetta stone to the elegance of onyx shower systems. Marvin Home Center has it all. Check out our appliances and expanded paint center too. And we're now your local Ace Hardware. Inspiration is here at Marvin Home Center in Warroad.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsborough, is now Agassi Precision Ag.
RDK 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 is now Agassi Precision Ag.
You heard that right. RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsborough, is now Agassi Precision Ag. Same location, employees, and customer service you deserve. Visit us at planterdoc.com.
No matter the need, No matter the importance, Life Care Medical Center is here for you through it all. Find nurturing professionals providing personalized care and attention for parents and their newborns during the beginning of a new life. Find specialized surgeons giving life back to patients through a wide variety of outpatient and emergent surgeries. Find physical therapists guiding one through their most challenging times, but towards their best times. Find care close to home. Life Care Medical Center.
Every
All right, welcome back as we're in our second period intermission here of this afternoon's game, Championship Saturday. Here, the Hockeytown Holiday Classic here, the women's division of the Hockeytown Holiday Classic after 2 periods of play. Warroad with the lead over the Mound-Westonka Southwest Christian Whitehawks, 3-0 in that second period. Warroad picked up a goal at 8:36, a goal by Kaya Sandy. Assists going to Olivia Anthony and also to Jaylee French. Time of the goal at 8:36. So right about at the halfway point of the second period, the Warriors got a goal. And Kyle, the way the goals have been coming for the Warriors, and I think it's been on all 3 of them, hasn't really been a direct shot in. It's usually been a shot and then a rebound that came out, a scramble in front, and the puck just happens to come out to an area where a Warrior was is standing and able to poke the puck in.
Yeah, Emma Govel, while she was in the net, was doing a great job stopping that first shot. Also, the defensemen for the Whitehawks were doing a good job tying up Warrior sticks, but the Warriors are relentless. They know how to be in position, and they kept on persisting and being hungry for an opportunity, and it finally bounced their way a couple times, and it resulted in 2 goals.
Yep, second goal scored by Linnea Heron with an assist to Lindsay Lawrenson, and that makes the score 3-0. Shots in that second period for Warroad. Warroad actually outshot in that second period as the Warriors had 8 shots in that period. Check that now that I do my math correctly. I was never good at math in school, you know.
Well,
19.
Maybe Mr. McBride can send us a message of encouragement.
I know it. Yeah, exactly. 19 shots here after 2 periods of play, so they outshoot Mound-Westonka 10-9. As Mound-Westonka had 9 shots in that second period for a 2-period total of 13. So starting to pick it up in that area there. Now they just have to get one past Peyton Raleigh, and that's no easy task.
No, normally if you bridge the gap there with shots like you mentioned here during the second period, things will start going your way. But the result was being down by 2 more goals than when you first started the period. If I'm Coach Olim in the locker room, I'm trying to calm them down a little bit. You got to play with a little bit of urgency. You got to have some hunger and drive towards the net and realize, hey, it's not going to be off of that first shot. Those rebounds have been sitting there in the crease area and just outside of the blue paint too, with Warrior defensemen not being able to pick up where the puck is, just trying to make sure they're playing their position, they're playing their man. We saw defensemen from the Whitehawks coming down to get shots, and by that time, Peyton was able to recover and square up to that shot. But if the Whitehawks are able to be a little bit quicker with those second chance rebounds, they can find the back of the net.
Exactly, and we saw it yesterday. I mean, Grand Forks Red River in that boys game that we saw before we did the Warroad Central game, they looked like they were down and out. I mean, it was 2-0. There was probably less than 2 minutes left to go in the entire game. They finally got one in, tied the game up, and won it in overtime. So I mean, anything is going to happen. It's just got to happen a little bit earlier, I think, for Mound-Westonka here this afternoon.
Yeah, it almost seems like a theme, not only for the boys, but also for the girls. Don't make excuses, make it happen. Don't give up, Every chance, every shift you go out there, you need to outwork the person across from you. You got to win those foot races to the puck, and good things happen when you're in possession of it.
Coming up here, our third period, we do want to remind you that coming up, we're going to try and I think it's going to probably happen after the first period of our boys game. We'll have the Transfers Unlimited star of this game. That will they'll be up and they will talk about this game here. We'll have our Transfers Unlimited star of the game for the Warriors and Whitehawks game. That coming up in the second game. Our second game today, again, Warroad taking on Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. We'll take a break. We're back with the third period right after this on KQ92 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Ask Security State Insurance Agency in Warroad if auto owners make sense for you.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is accepting applications for a broadcast sales representative. Applicant should be self-motivated, organized, have ability to communicate clearly, and the desire to help our customer partners grow their business with customer service for their advertising and marketing needs. All experience levels are encouraged to apply. To apply, email your resume to apply@rjbroadcasting.com. R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is an equal opportunity employer.
RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsborough, is now Agassi Precision Ag.
RDK 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 is now Agassi Precision Ag.
You heard that right. RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer in Hillsborough, is now Agassi Precision Ag. Same location, employees, and customer service you deserve. Visit us at planterdoc.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Alrighty, welcome back to the Gardens Arena. We're about ready to get underway here with the third period. Again, Mound-Westonka gathered around their head coach, Larry O'Lim. Skating back to the crease area there is Savannah Blahoyak, who took over for Emma Koval back in the second period. About ready for the third. Warroad working from left to right, and Mound-Westonka from right to left. Here we go. We're underway. Taken up here now by the Whitehawks. It's going to be sent into the Warroad end. Now back out to center and dumped into the Whitehawks zone. Skating after it over in the near side. Johnson with it now. It's going to be gathered up here by Elizabeth Callahan. Callahan back the other way here now for Mound-Westonka. Sent in now, steered aside there by Pete and Raleigh. Opening seconds here of the third period, gathered up here by Gisela Harder. Back up top here for Butler. Now the Warriors trying to break it free to shot in. That one is going to be kicked out of there by Raleigh. Penalty coming up here on Warroad early on. And the Whitehawks are going to get a chance on the power play. Tipped away here. Now the Whitehawks still with it. Again, a delayed penalty coming up here on Warroad. And the Whitehawks are going to get a chance on the power play here early in the third period. This has got to be the opportunity right now to get back into this game if you're Mound-Westonka.
Yeah, Mound-Westonka came out at the beginning of this third period, firing on all cylinders. They've been moving their feet, moving the puck. I don't know, Warroad's just looking a little flat, and all of a sudden, you do a little stick work, you maybe have a mental lapse, and it's going to cost them 2 minutes in the sin bin.
Face off to the left to Peyton Raleigh. Now the Whitehawks on the power play here for this next stretch.
And 105 in the third period, tripping. Number 4, Jamie Frank.
Whitehawks and the pass going behind Allie Butler there. It's going to go down the length of the ice. Blahoyak now will play it up here. Played up here now for the Whitehawks as they bring it back into the Warrior end here on the power play. Back to Marion Oman outside the face-off circle. Still tied up over there. Oman with it here. Now it's Butler. Up top, Butler firing it in. That one's going to be deflected over here into the near corner. 15-12 left to go here in the period. Sent toward the net. Another save there by Peyton Raleigh, and the puck is going to be pushed just wide of the net here. Here's Butler. Butler over here in the near side. Butler gets it back up top. Shot in. Save made. That goes wide. Cleared out of here by Warroad here along the near wall. It's going to go down the length of the ice here. 14:45 left to go here in period number 2, or period 3 rather. And it is a 3-0 hockey game. The Warriors and the Whitehawks. Taken up here by the Warriors here in the Mound-Westonka zone. $13:54 left to go here in the period. The Warriors are back at full strength. Play up here along the near side now, the Whitehawks. Sending it back into the Warroad end now. Shot in. Peyton Raleigh steered aside. 13:38 left to go here in period number 3. Comstock with it. Knocked down. Now it's going to be pushed ahead here by Linnea Heron. And whistle staff play here with 13:29 left to go here in period 3. Again, 3-0 Warroad with the lead as the Warriors able to kill off the penalty early on. So we're back to 5-on-5 hockey.
Whitehawks creating good opportunities there in the offensive zone on that power play, but unfortunately still not being able to find a way to put a puck past Peyton Riley.
Back to the action now. Play in the Mound-Westonka end. Another penalty coming up on Warroad. Another tripping call. Back-to-back penalties here. So just like that, Warriors kill off another penalty. Now they got to kill off another one.
Looking for new opportunities. The Whitehawks find themselves on the power play again, and hopefully, if they're trying to get back in this game, they don't want to let this opportunity.
No, absolutely not. This is going to be the time. They got to get one, and it's got to start soon. It might as well be while you're a skater up on your opponent. Play here the near corner now. The Whitehawks trying to keep it in. It's going to be deflected out here by Taylor Reese. Back into the Warroad end now. It's Vivian Marcoco sends it around the far side. Now it's going to get past the Whitehawk defender. Back over there is Butler. Butler gets it up ahead. Now it's going to be brought back across here by Marion Oman. Again, the Whitehawks on the power play. Back up top, Butler just inside the blue line. Sending it here on this side. Callahan with it now. That one knocked away here by Marcoco. 12:42 left to go here in period 3. A minute 23 left to go on the minor penalty to Warroad's Linnea Heron. Again, Warroad with a 3-0 lead here on the Mound-Westonka Whitehawks. Callahan with it now. Cross ice, back up top now to Butler. Butler firing it in. That one knocked down. Nice block there by Taylor Reese here for Warroad. 1 minute left to go in the 5-on-4 skater advantage here for the Whitehawks. Whitehawks keeping it in. Now it's going to get back here to neutral ice. 12:05 left to go in the period. Again, the Whitehawks with 48 seconds to work with here and a 5-on-4 skater advantage. Power play here for Mound-Westonka. Butler inside of the blue line now. Shot in, deflected there by Hardwick. Back outside the face-off circle here. Far side shot knocked down by traffic out in front of Peyton Raleigh that time. Chasing after it here, Reagan Haley. Now the Whitehawks able to gain control. Mound-Westonka, it's Gisela Harder over there. Oman, back up top now, it's Greta Bodie. Back to Oman. 14 seconds left to go in the 5-on-4 skater advantage. Now it's Callahan, one-timer, that's chopped up over the net. Callahan after it here. Final seconds ticking away here. The power play, and the Warriors are back at full strength. There's Callahan. Oh, he hit the post on the far side. That one caroms out, goes down the length of the ice. About the closest that Mound has gotten here in 2 power plays is right as the closing seconds of the second one hit the post.
Right before that one rang the bell, you had Ellie Lundqvist on the back door too. They were able to sustain pressure in the offensive zone in that power play by that extra forecheck effort when a defenseman was going for a change, able to keep the puck in the zone, stay in control of it, and it created 2 great opportunities for the Whitehawks.
Taken up here by Comstock now, back to 5-on-5 hockey here. 11:04 left to go here, third period. It's Warroad 3 and Mound-Westonka nothing. Sent in on Raleigh. The couple saves there. Now it's going to be skated up and out here by Jaylee French. Sending it in now, getting into the zone here. It's Olivia Anthony. Anthony with it back behind the net, centering feet out front. And it's going to go all the way back out to the neutral zone. Getting there first is going to be Katie Comstock. Comstock here on the near side. French with it. Trying to slap away at it. Now it's going to be brought back here by the Whitehawks. Back the other end. That's broken up here by Comstock. 10:30 left to go here in period 3 here in a 3-0 game. Whitehawks here at center ice. Now Comstock finds herself with it now inside of her own blue line. Comstock backtracking a little bit. Now up ahead here, Kaya Sandy. A little bit too far that time. Reese with it. Now Kaya Sandy finds herself with it. It's Earhart who brings it across. Earhart with a shot. Blahoyak with the save. 10:06 left to go here in period number 3. And 3-0 Warroad lead here over the Mound-Westonka Whitehawks here. Championship Saturday here at the Gardens Arena here is the Hockeytown Holiday Classic. Year 10 for the girls and year 30 for the boys. That game coming up later on this afternoon. Face off to the right of Blahoyak. That's Markoka sending it in. It's deflected just wide of the net there. Play over here, the near corner. Under 10 minutes now left to go here, third period. Taken up here by the Whitehawks. Trying to get into the zone. Taken up here by Warroad as they regain possession. Pass up ahead. Here's Kaya Sandy with it now. Kaya still with it. Tried to center it back over here to Taylor Reese. That got broken up. Markoka keeping it in the zone now. Taken up here by Mound-Westonka. 9:34 left to go here in the period. Drop pass here. The Whitehawks, the centering feed up front. That one a little bit too far. Puck flutters back behind the net. Now up along the far wall, tipped ahead here. Now it's Emmy Hardwick. Great play there. Hardwick coming in. It's got Samantha Earhart with her. Hardwick with the shot. That goes just wide. Hardwick with a nice rush up ice that time. And she had the first goal of the game back in the first period on the power play. 9:09 left to go here, third period here in a 3-0 hockey game. Still tied up along the near wall here outside the near face-off circle. It's going to be sent around the board there by Marion Oman here for Mound-Westonka. Backhanded up but not out. Now the Whitehawks able to get it back into the neutral ice area, back into the Warroad end. It's Reagan Haley now. Haley sending it up. Brought across here now by Linnea Heron. Heron with it now, trailing on a play. It's Hardwick. Taken up here by the Whitehawks. They'll skate it back the other way. It's Elizabeth Callahan with it now. Callahan, top of the circle now toward the middle. Shot in. That one deflected there by Peyton Raleigh over into the corner. We're halfway through the third period. 8:25 left to go here in period 3. Warroad leading 3-0. Flipped up and out of the zone. Back in her own end here. Gathering it in is Sky Nienaber for Mound-Westonka. Sent into the zone now. Chasing after it is Lundqvist. Now it's Elizabeth Callahan. Callahan over here in the near corner. Gathered up here by the Whitehawks. Shot down here by Butler. Butler over here. Now it's going to be set back the other way. Now it's going to be Carly Kalbrenner. Kalbrenner, it's Olivia Anthony trying to get it back to Kalbrenner. Pass goes behind. 7:45 left to go. Play up to center. Didn't quite connect there with Olivia Anthony, or Anthony broke it up rather. Back in neutral ice. Jaylee French sending it in. Now it's going to be tipped over into the corner there by Blahowiak for Mound-Westonka. Just over 7 minutes left to play here. 3-0 Warroad with the lead here. No scoring in the third. All the scoring happening in the first two periods. Warriors trying to play it down further now. It's tied up here along the far wall. Now Kaya Sandy getting in on the play. Top of the circle. Kaya with the shot. That one deflected over into the corner. 7 minutes left to go here in the third. Puck comes toward the middle now. It's going to be gathered in here by the Whitehawks' Marion Oman. She'll send it into the Warrior end. Chases after it now. Puck goes behind. Peyton Raleigh now is skating in. Now one-timer. Puck laying out there in front of Peyton Raleigh. Samantha Earhart didn't quite touch that one. Is going to go down the length of the ice for an icing. 6:45 left to go here in the third. 3-0 Warroad over Mound-Westonka.
Yeah, pucks are not bouncing the way for the Whitehawks, but they're not giving up. They're still getting pucks to the net. They're getting bodies to the net. They're looking for rebounds. Warriors are doing a great job defensively, bringing forwards down, bringing the center iceman in front of the net to make sure they don't give up that first goal.
Face off here now is a Warriors control in their own end. Now it's going to be kept in here by the Whitehawks. Chasing after it here is Georgia Harmer. Shot in. That one deflected out in front of Peyton Raleigh. Harmer keeping it in here now for Mound-Westonka. Warriors trying to clear. It's Kaya Sandy. Sandy up ahead here on the far side. Now it's kept in here by the Whitehawks momentarily. Now it comes back out to neutral ice. And it's Marion Oman with it here. Oman for the Whitehawks. Now it's brought across here onside. Taken up here by the Warriors once again. Now it's Sammy Hardwick. Hardwick up ahead here. Now it's Samantha Earhart. Now coming in on the play here is Linnea Heron. Earhart toward the middle. Earhart with the shot to save by Blahowiak, and she'll hang on. 5:54 left here in the third period. Shots 22 for Warroad, 19 for Mound-Westonka. Warriors lead on the scoreboard 3-0.
And slowly, we have the Whitehawks getting more shots on the net. That 22-19 keeps getting closer and closer, but nothing to show for that effort on the board.
Vivian Marcoka dumping it down low here now, gathered up and flipped up high in the air and all the way back into the Warrior end. 5:44 left to go here, third period here in a 3-0 hockey game. Warroad with the lead here over the Mound-Westonka Whitehawks. Gathered up here by the Whitehawks, sent in. Now it's going to go off the leg of Marcoka, and it's going to carry him over into the corner now, back behind the net. Vivian able to get it up ahead. Now up ahead is Lindsay Lawrenson with it now. Lawrenson around one defender. Lawrenson chasing after it over here in the far corner off to the right. Blahowiak. Coming up on 5 minutes left here in period number 3. Here in a 3-0 hockey game. Warroad with the lead here. Championship Saturday here at the Gardens Arena. Wrapping up this year's Hockeytown Holiday Classic. Brought back again by Warroad. This time it's Olivia Anthony with the centering pass. That goes all the way through. Play up ahead now. The pass up ahead didn't quite connect there with Elizabeth Callahan. We're going to get a face-off back down in the Mound-Westonka end.
Ellie Butler there, reading that play, was able to get a stick on the Warroad rush. Otherwise, this game's 4-0. You know, it doesn't matter what the score is. Doesn't matter how much time is left. Neither team quitting here late in the third period.
Face-off here, near face-off circle. It'll be Carly Kalbrenner. Now the Whitehawks back the other way. Mound-Westonka. Centering feed that time. The pass didn't quite connect there with Gisela Harder. Broken up by Warroad. Now lead pass up ahead here. Jaylee French. Now it's Kalbrenner whacking away at it. Now it'll be brought back across here by Elizabeth Callahan. Onside here for the Whitehawks. Now it's going to be poked out of the zone. Nice job by the Warrior defense there. Back in their own end here, it's Quinlan O'Shea. Now the other end, brought back in here now by Marion Oman. Oman with it now. Centering feed goes off the side of the net. Controlled there by Comstock, who sends it here along the near corner. 4:12 left to go here in period 3 here in a 3-0 hockey game. Warroad with the lead here over the Mound-Westonka Whitehawks. It's Marion Oman with it. Oman skating it around Olivia Anthony. Now gets it past Carly Colbrenner. Keith Johnson back after it now for Warroad, and it's going to go down the length of the ice. That's going to be an icing. We're going to get a face-off back down on this side with 3:51 left to go here in the third period. 3:51 left to go here in the third. Warroad with the lead, 3-0. They won on Thursday, won yesterday, and 3 minutes and 51 seconds away from winning their 7th straight Hockeytown Holiday Classic Championship. But they have to keep the score. They have to keep ahead on the scoreboard to accomplish said feat. Take it up here by the Whitehawks, pushing it up toward the corner here. It's Georgia Harmer. Now it's Vivian Marcoka trying to get it to Earhart. Now she goes back over the opposite side. Cross ice pass now. It's going to be Taylor Reese who'll send it into the Whitehawks end. Kaya Sandy with a burst of speed, getting there first, winning the foot race for it. Now it's Harmer over there. Taken up by the Whitehawks, coming up on 3 minutes left to go here in the third period. Sonia Moline sending it in here for Mound-Westonka. Georgia Harmer skating after it now. Harmer over there here for the Whitehawks. Puck comes free from her. Now it's going to be Vivian Marcoka with it here for the Warriors. Up ahead now, it's going to be knocked out of the air here by Linnea Heron. She's taken off to play. Earhart trying to get after it here for the Warriors. It's Reagan Haley with it now. Dumped back in here now by Mound-Westonka. 2:49 left here in period number 3. Here at a 3-0 hockey game. Lindsay Lawrenson. Lawrenson around one defender. Puck gets away from her. Taken up here by the Whitehawks. They cruise it back behind their own net. Back behind the net of Blahowiak. Take it up here. It's Emmy Hardwick. Again, she got the first goal of the game back in the first period. Keith Johnson within it, dumping it down low here. That's going to be tipped over into the corner here by Alice Terwilliger. Played up ahead now here for the Whitehawks. That one broken up here by Comstock. Johnson with it now. Back to Katie here on this side. Comstock sending it up here, bringing it across here along the near side. 2:09 left here in the third. Play in the Whitehawks end. That's Comstock with it here. Comstock, top of the circle here, far side, firing it in. That one blocked away. Nice block there by the Whitehawks. Emma Butler. Sent over here in the near side. Warroad still with the puck here. Under 2 minutes left to go here. 1:45 left here in the third. 3-0 hockey game. Linnea Heron keeping the zone for Warroad. Now the Whitehawks able to regain control. Dump it down the length of the ice. They're going to get a face-off and icing call here with 1.5 minutes left to go here in the third. Warriors lead 3-0.
90 seconds.
Very close to, again, their 7th straight. They've won the last 6 in a row. This would be number 7 if the Warriors could skate off this next
Winning
94 seconds.
Never gets old.
Face-off here in the near face-off circle. Gathered up here by Allie Butler. Now Jaylee French centering feed that time. Didn't quite connect. Here's Marcoka with the shot. High shot that time. And it's gloved there by Blahowiak. I think that's the same type of shot that she scored on last night. Just a high shot, but it was high enough that could confuse a goaltender if it would get deflected partially.
Coca's having a really good game, playing well at both sides of the ice, defensively too, taking away passes that could turn into quality scoring chances. Just a great all-around effort for her tonight.
And puck goes just outside, coming up on 1:15 left here in period 3. A reminder again, coming up, it's probably going to happen during the first period intermission of our boys game coming up here. It'll be our Transfers Unlimited star of the game for this game. And that probably happening during our first period intermission of our next game. It's Warroad and Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. That in the boys division of the Hockeytown Holiday Classic. Off the draw now, Callahan with it. Now it's going to be tipped into the zone here by the Whitehawks. Butler chasing after it now. Getting there first, Kaya Sandy laying out in front here. Both teams trying to get their stick down on the puck. Final minute of play here in the third. Back out to the point here is Nienaber. Puck caroms around now on this side. It's banked off the near wall. It's going to be taken up here now by the Warriors. It's Taylor Reese. Reese crashing into the net. Play continues here. Taylor up ahead is sent toward the net. Now Earhart going after it. And a whistle stop and play. I think the net came off. It's a little bit too much momentum for Taylor to kind of keep that edge and keep her balance after that. And she just kind of crashed into the net. Almost found herself with the puck out in front of the net, and a chance to score.
Yeah, if that rebound would have found its way in the net, I don't know if they would have called it or not, because I think the net had been off its rungs for a while before the referee noticed it.
33 seconds left here. Third period. It's Warroad 3 and Mound-Westonka nothing. Now take it up here by Comstock, dumping it down further into the Whitehawk zone. Taking up now, it's Lundqvist. Now right across here, it's Elizabeth Callahan. Callahan sends it over on the far side, far corner here. 10 seconds left. Clock ticking down. Final seconds ticking down here in the championship game of this year's Hockeytown Holiday Classic. That championship goes to the Warroad Warriors as they win 3-0. They defeat Mound-Westonka here this afternoon in the championship game of the Hockeytown Holiday Classic. We're back after this timeout.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
From KQ92 and the Northern Star KRWB, we entertain you with KQ92 playing country music hits from today and yesterday. With the Northern Star, it's the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s super hits. We are local. We are your radio station. Local news, sports, weather updates, ag news, community conversation, Coach's Corner, school news, Viking football, Minnesota Wild, and more local area programming coming in the future. Thanks for listening to KQ92 and KRWB, the Northern Star, 1410 AM, 102.9 FM.
Warroad Public Schools are eager to have students and staff back in the classroom and all school activities. If you have questions for the school year's schedule, visit Warroad School website, warroadschools.org. The Warroad Public School website is a valuable resource for the community. Visit the site for updated information, daily announcements, contact information, schedules, and more. warroadschools.org.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Get inspired for your next big project at Marvin Home Center. Our home inspiration area showcases modern, rustic, and farmhouse designs with products from floor to ceiling. We feature durable LP smart side siding and CertainTeed shingles, quality Marvin windows, and the hand-laid look of Versetta stone to the elegance of Onyx shower systems. Marvin Home Center has it all. Check out our appliances and expanded paint center too. And we're now your local Ace Hardware. Inspiration is here at Marvin Home Center in Warroad.
All right, wrapping it up here on the post-game report where the Warroad Warriors have defeated the Mound-Westonka Whitehawks 3-0 to win the 2024 Hockeytown Holiday Classic, the 7th in a row for Warroad. They lost the first 3 years of the tournament and winning the last 7, including this year, 3-0. So they make a clean sweep in the girls' tournament, and just an overall performance. They might have let up a little bit on the third, Kyle, but that second period I think was a difference maker here in this hockey game.
Yeah, it was a nice effort all around by this young Warroad team. You talk about it is their 7th championship in a row, but I don't know if you can ever get to a position in this sport where you're expected to win championships. You know, looking at the roster here, what do we have? 12 seniors on this team. This team is young. This team it's new. It's fun to win championships. It's fun to win games. So something better than an expectation to win is the desire to win, and we saw that. not only during the second period, but throughout the entire game.
All right, that is going to wrap up our broadcast here on the girls' half, the Hockeytown Holiday Classic. Again, the Warriors with the win, 3-0. Coming up here in just a bit, we will get you set up for the second game of our doubleheader this evening, or this afternoon, I should say. It's Warroad and Notre Dame of West Haven, Connecticut. That's on the way. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back in just a bit on KQ92 and YourLiveEvent.com.